Not that long ago, I thought red light therapy was just a load of old wellness fluff reserved for the beautiful people on Instagram. You know, the sort of thing that you find sandwiched between kale smoothies and how to get the perfect eyebrows. But it turns out that NASA use it, pro athletes use it, and now I use it. And the shocking thing is, I don't think it's total rubbish. Back in April, I was sent this red light therapy device from a company called Prungo, so I decided to give it a go. Not because I fancied starting a home disco in my living room, but because I developed some tendonitis in my right elbow that was seriously getting in the way of my cycling. Now, if you saw that original video, I also said that I would report back. So today I'm going to let you know what it's been like using this device properly for the past 2 months. And that's going to include the good, the bad, and the potentially imaginary. So late last year, I started to develop some pain in my elbow. It wasn't anything dramatic. I mean, my arm wasn't falling off or anything like that, but it was certainly bad enough to make everyday tasks like reaching for things and brushing my teeth feel like an extreme sport. And I certainly felt it when I was out on the bike. It was that kind of persistent, niggly pain that doesn't ruin your life, but it certainly sucks the joy out of it bit by bit. Since I've got the machine, I've gone full Robocop. So every single morning I'll be sat on the sofa, cup of tea in one hand and the module strapped to my elbow. So no half measures, 20-minute sessions every single day. And at first there was absolutely nothing. After 5 days, my elbow felt exactly the same, so no massive surprise there. But after a month or so, I thought the pain was starting to ease a bit. I mean, I wasn't doing cartwheels or anything like that, but things like brushing my teeth certainly felt a little less painful. And now here we are 2 months in, and yep, I'll have to be honest and say that my tendonitis is still there, but I do feel a noticeable difference. Now, is this down to the red light therapy machine or the stretches that I've been doing, or is it the placebo effect, or possibly even the magical healing powers of Yorkshire tea? You tell me. Okay, let's get down to brass tacks now. Do I think that this red light therapy machine is worth it? Well, ask yourself this. Would you be willing to spend £365 on a gadget if you weren't 100% certain that it would work? Well, luckily for me, I didn't have to. Prungo sent me this machine completely free of charge, so all I had to lose was my elbow pain. But let's be honest here, this is not a cheap device. At a couple of £100 or dollars, it's going to be more expensive than, say, a course of physiotherapy or a set of foam rollers, but probably completely worth it to avoid a ruined summer of cycling. For me, the true value of this machine is in its consistency. Because it's right there in your house, you're more likely to use it every single day. And as with most things, so exercise, flossing your teeth for instance, the magic happens when you show up repeatedly. Would I recommend this device to everyone? Well, no, probably not, particularly if you've only got minor pain and you're not the routine type. You probably want to save your money. But if you've got low-level persistent pain that's been hanging around longer than a bad hairdo, it might be worth giving it a shot. I'll say now that red light therapy isn't some miracle cure or a magic wand that's going to miraculously wave away all of your aches and pains overnight. I personally was also doing things like stretches, strength exercises, backing off the hard rides, and yes, I also stopped doom scrolling cycling injury forums at 1 o'clock in the morning. Recovery is rarely about one magic fix, particularly for us over 40s. It's also about things like tweaking the rides, building good habits, allowing adequate recovery time, and maybe even examining that bike fit that you had 15 years ago. I can't put my hand on my heart and honestly say that red light therapy alone has transformed my life. But what I can say is that maybe it has helped me to ride a little bit more with a little less pain and feel a little bit more like myself again. If you're dealing with constant niggly low-level pain and you fancy giving red light therapy a go, I'll leave a link to the Prungo website in the description below. Go along and check it out, or don't. I'm not your mum. Either way, ride safe and I'll see you on the next one.